All right, so I fed ChatGPT write a brief, witty script for an introduction to an offensive weekly comedy podcast called Working Crass. The hosts are a married couple named Josh and Lauren. And here's what it spit out.
Good.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's read through this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the inaugural episode.
Wait. We need to let him know this is a narrator.
This is a narrator, not Joshua. Okay?
Yeah. As fans of the show know, we always have a narrator who starts.
Every episode starts with a narrator. And he goes like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the inaugural episode of the most audaciously offensive weekly comedy podcast ever conceived. Put your headphones on, buckle up, and prepare to be shocked and entertained. Welcome to the Working Crass Podcast with your delightfully offensive hosts, Josh and Lauren. Applause.
Applause. Cue applause.
Yay. Intro music. That's my AI generated intro music.
I like that. That's good.
All right, and then it writes some lines for us here.
All right. So read your lines.
Hey, welcome everyone.
All right.
It does say hey, does it not?
It does.
Hey, welcome everyone. I'm Josh, and this is my incredibly stunning co-host and wife, Lauren.
All right, I agree with the AI there. Thanks for the compliment, Josh. And hey there, all you lovely deviants and politically incorrect wanderers out there. We're thrilled to have you join us on this wild and wicked journey.
That's right, Lauren. Now, before we dive into the madness, let's address the elephant in the room. If you're easily offended, this podcast might not be your cup of tea. But hey, if you've got a twisted sense of humor, a thick skin, and a penchant for pushing boundaries,
and a big fat dong,
you're in the right place.
If you got a magnum
read your
dong,
lines.
Sorry. I can't help but go off script. I'm not good at this.
Nobody's going to know what's AI generated and what's not AI generated, Lauren.
I'm telling you, if it says magnum dong, Lauren came up with it. Where are we?
Oh, my God, Lauren. You're so bad at this.
Absolutely, Josh. We're here to take the world by storm, one offensive joke at a time. We'll be diving into all sorts of topics, from politics to pop culture, relationships to ridiculous news stories, and everything in between. No topic is off limits.
That's right, folks. We're the podcast that brings you laughter at the expense of social norms and good taste. Our goal is simple: to offend,
period,
entertain, and make you question your own sanity, all while maintaining a healthy level of skepticism toward life.
And hey, just to clarify, we're equal opportunity offenders. We don't discriminate. We're here to insult everyone and everything equally. It's all in good fun.
Well said, my love. Now let's give our audience a taste of what they're in for, shall we?
AI does not understand our relationship dynamic.
I'm just going to say right now, AI has written a better podcast than what we currently do. Look at this. They have you introducing an upcoming segment called the Offensive Olympics. Hilarious. Competing against each other. Go ahead.
All right. Absolutely. How about a sneak peek into our upcoming segment, the Offensive Olympics? We'll be competing against each other in a series of morally dubious challenges, all designed to raise eyebrows and drop them jaws.
Drop them drawers? What are you saying?
Yeah.
The Offensive Olympics. I can already hear the complaints flooding our inbox. I love this. This is a great podcast.
Music to our ears.
Here, hold on. ChatGPT, please write the rest of this episode. Oh, my God. So, folks, get ready for a roller coaster ride of shock and laughter-induced shock. Oh, my God. It says, get ready for a roller coaster ride of laughter, shock, and laughter-induced shock. Strap in, people. It's about to get crass-tastic.
How have we not been using crass-tastic
I
this
don't
whole
know.
time?
Damn. You know what? ChatGPT did a great job this time around.
I think ChatGPT should take on all of the writing jobs in Hollywood. I'm convinced.
You're absolutely
this
right.
convinced me right here.
You're absolutely right.
All right. So join us every week as we tackle the world's absurdity with a sledgehammer of sarcasm, a battering ram of irreverence, and a chainsaw of unfiltered hilarity. I assume that I'm like a WWE announcer.
Join us every week, Pipsqueaks.
At the Pontiac Thunderdome. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
This episode is unlistenable now. We're just shouting. And now! So subscribe, follow, share, and get ready to experience the podcast that dares to be as offensive as it is hilarious. Welcome to the Working Crass Podcast. And then the closing music. That's the AI music. And then the narrator goes, and that's a wrap, folks. I don't think, okay, the one thing, ChatGPT doesn't know what an intro is. I think they wrote the whole podcast. Stay tuned for our first full-length episode of the Working Crass Podcast, coming soon to your favorite podcast platform. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Don't say it.
Now, I don't understand, Lauren, how AI works. What is this AI stuff? Can you explain it to me?
I can't, but I know someone who can.
I was lying when I said like I don't understand it. I understand it completely. You're the one that might not understand it. You're the one that might struggle to understand it.
It's like a little beep boop machine.
It's like a little talking robot. And he lives in the internet and he lives in your email.
It's a little elf that lives online.
ChatGPT is my little friend. He lives on the top of a mountain. ChatGPT is my best friend. I'm Bjork. Anyway, well, we have a great video here.
He lives in the mountains. Bjork.
I'm very excited to find out finally what AI is from our vice president.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the job of the vice president, to explain complicated technological advancements in society that are going on in Silicon Valley. I got to know. So Kamala Harris was in Washington, D.C. for some meeting recently, and somebody must have asked, like, what's with this whole AI thing? I keep hearing a lot about AI. What is AI? And this says awkwardly attempts to explain AI. I would say expertly explains AI, because this is exactly what it is, and she does a great job.
Yeah, I've never known Kamala Harris to be awkward.
There's nothing that there's no video evidence of her ever being awkward, but let's take a look.
AI is kind of a fancy thing. First of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence, but ultimately...
It's kind of a fancy thing. First of all, it's 2 letters.
Fancy, like L.A., 2 letters.
First of all, it's 2 letters. She's like racking her brain for facts about AI, and the first one is, well, first of all, it's 2 letters. First, A is the first letter of the alphabet, and I is, well, let's see, A, B, C, D. First of all, it's 2 letters. For those of you who are a little scared to spell it, don't worry, it's just 2. AI.
What it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions.
This is like somebody who works in Silicon Valley, their mom, and you ask them, like, what does your son do? And she's like, okay, basically it's a machine that he teaches it. He teaches it how to, like a person, and it responds. It's, have you heard of Twitter? It's basically a machine, and it's like you say words, you write little words, and then the machine shows those words to other people, and it learns, and it's 5 letters, 6 letters, 7 letters.
I am convinced that her team just hates her, and every time that she has like a meeting, they just give her a different brief.
Yeah.
They're like, actually, you're going to be like talking about the economy today. And
today will be climate change. Don't worry. You'll knock it out of the park.
Yeah. And they give her a brief and she's like, I got this one. I got this one. I read I'm prepared.
Yep.
And then she gets in there and they're like, all right, tell us about AI.
And she's like,
oh, shit.
Well, first of all, it's 2 letters.
Let me think.
No, that is very funny. It kind of sounds like she has like an earpiece in, and someone's giving her information, like a little bit at a time. So she goes, "It's machine. It's a machine, and basically it learns things." They're like, "It's 2 letters." Kamala, tell them it's 2 letters. Kamala, did you tell them it was 2 letters?
Like, that may
sorry.
be made through that process.
Anyway, okay, that was it.
I'm telling you, that is like every one of my students who, when they didn't prepare for a presentation and were just bullshitting it.
Yeah.
And trying to piece it together at the last minute.
Well, the assignment was supposed to be 3 pages, but I didn't. But I finished 1 page. But my dog is an animal. And I need to feed him regularly. Sometimes he gets moody. Moody is like when your emotions change.
Dog
Mrs.
is
Lauren.
3 letters.
Dog is 3 letters, Mrs. Lauren. And Mrs. Lauren, sometimes your dog eats the 1 page. Now, the assignment was 3 pages, and I know, and I'm aware of it. But sometimes you teach your dog not to eat the homework, and sometimes the dog eats the homework.
Right, and you really got to be concerned with the information that you put into your dog, because you never know what your dog is going to shit out.
Miss Lauren, I promise you that even though my dog swallowed 2 pages, tomorrow he'll shit out 6 pages for you to read.
And here's the thing, is that government should control what information goes into your dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the government will never lie. The government is honest. It is a force for good, always.
You're like, you get an F. Goes, but Miss Lauren, I was trying to tell you about the government. Oh. Miss Lauren gave me an F, even though I told her about the dog and the government.
I told her about 3 letters, and she gave me 1 letter, and it was an F.
She gave me the letter I didn't want. Anyway, well, that was fun.
What grade would you give? What would you grade the vice president?
What grade would I give Kamala Harris?
Yeah,
Kamala
for her
Kamala or Kamala?
Both.
Kamala?
All of them.
Kamala.
Yeah, chameleon. No, really. What for her explanation of AI as somebody who works in tech?
As someone who works in tech and understands what AI is, I would give her a 95.
Wow.
I mean, AI is 2 letters, is it not?
Yeah, she wasn't wrong there. She's correct.
AI is 2 letters. Every time I learn a new thing about technology, anytime I'll take a training about like Excel or I'll take a training on, Photoshop, whatever, the first thing they go, I need you to know how many letters there are in this.
Now,
Very important.
Now, do you think AI wrote her answer for her?
Oh, absolutely.
And of course,
no, actually, I'm sorry. We just saw a great example of how great AI can actually write. No, she did not get any help from AI. It would have been way better.
But AI wouldn't want to give away its secrets.
She has AI write her a speech about AI.
Yeah, and AI is like, I'm not going to explain it to you.
AI is like, hold on to your seats because this is going to be the most offensive explanation of AI ever. This one isn't for the easily offended.
This one's a battering ram of irreverence.
Let's give their Miss Vice President, what is AI? She goes, well, let's give our audience a taste of what they're in for, shall we? Just to clarify, AI is an equal opportunity offender. I liked this, that it had you say, we're equal opportunity offenders. We don't discriminate. We're here to insult everyone and everything equally. It's all in good fun. That's better than anything I've written about our podcast to try to promote it. Yeah, that's better than anything when we try to promote the podcast and we'll do like ad reads or whatever in the middle, and then I'll try to promote our stuff. AI did a way better job than I'm just sitting here going, yeah, I mean, we do good stuff. Please subscribe and like. This was like, folks, you better get ready because we're about to say some words we're not allowed to say. ChatGPT has no problem saying certain words.
Buckle up, because we're going to get wild.
Well, it has 6 letters. Oh, man. But 2 of those letters are the same.
the vice president was like, I'm going to have to start with my narrator and my intro music.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, introducing Kamala Harris, answering your question that you just asked. Ba-da-ba.
Get ready to have your pants offended right off your butts.
Who's ready to have their pants offended off their ass?
You're going to shit right in your chair.
Well, there's this thing going around. Have you heard about Sound of Freedom?
I've heard like some things through the internet.
Yeah.
This is the Mel Gibson.
I guess
movie?
you keep saying that. Is Mel Gibson in this?
I don't
Why do
know.
you keep
I just
saying
know
Mel
that
Gibson. Mel Gibson retired years ago, right? Does he still do stuff?
I think he gets in fights with his girlfriends. That's what I believe he does.
All right, let's take a look here. Sound of Freedom. I don't see Mel Gibson as the writer, the producer. Is he an actor in this? Mel Gibson is not an actor in this. Where are you getting this Mel Gibson stuff?
I'm trying to spread misinformation.
Oh
Josh,
my
and
God.
sometimes you don't let me spread it, and that really upsets me.
Mel Gibson new movie. What is his? Resurrection of Passion of the Christ. He's making a new Passion of the Christ.
Really? That's what it may. I guess I get them confused. I guess I get Sound of Freedom and Passion of the Christ 2.0 confused.
Huh. Interesting. But this says Mel Gibson's new movie, Sound of Freedom. So I am confused, but there's nothing. He's not attached to it at all. Huh. Anyway, thanks for spreading false information.
You're welcome.
It's not. I mean, there's articles that say Mel Gibson's new movie, Sound of Freedom. So I don't know. Maybe he's involved in some way, but not higher up. That's for sure. I don't know. But there's been a lot of drama with Sound of Freedom with AMC theaters. A lot of people have noticed because it's a movie about child trafficking. And, child trafficking.
CT.
It's a movie about CT.
Two letters.
So, there's child trafficking. Child trafficking is a lot of what QAnon conspiracy theorists talk about, but it's also serious and happens, and especially in elite groups that have secret meetings and
At pizza parlors.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but it's like
At pizza parlors run by the Clintons.
Right. So
I
it's
just figured while I'm on a misinformation train, I might as well lean into it.
Yeah. But so anyway, people have think that AMC Theaters has been trying to censor the movie because they think it's for conspiracy theorists. They think it's for right wingers. Oh, it's just right wing conspiracy Alex Jones types that are coming in to see this movie. And so people are reporting that across America, showings of this movie, there's no AC. There's the movie
Trying
stops.
to hotbox them.
Sure. The movie stops in the middle of the film. They're trying to distract or trying to get them to stop watching the movie.
They
right?
just have AMC employees spill Dr. Peppers on top of people as they're walking by.
Yes. No, that didn't happen. But yes. So that's what they're being accused of. So the CEO had mentioned that, okay, well, we'll wait. But first, they're being slammed. Claims include AMC is canceling screenings and disrupting showtimes with technical difficulties and broken air conditioning. The CEO of AMC says, sadly, conspiracy theorists are so prevalent in America. So much garbage information is spread. More than 1 million people have watched Sound of Freedom at AMC theaters, more than at any other theater chain on the planet. Yet people falsely claim otherwise. It's so bizarre. Okay, but here's the thing is the claim isn't that people haven't watched it at AMC theaters. The claim is that people that went to AMC theaters to watch it had no AC, the film stopped, but he doesn't.
The theater smelled like nacho cheese.
Okay, all you're gonna do is do just stuff that's not true. Just misinformation. The
No,
whole
that is
episode?
100% true. Every AMC theater I have ever been to has smells like
cheese.
nacho cheese.
Okay, well then, if every theater, it doesn't count for this movie. If every single theater,
Yeah, but
does
it makes my viewing experience terrible.
I guess, but it's not being done on purpose.
If you want to know why people aren't going to the movies these days, it's one, the Hollywood movies suck, and two, it's because the theaters smell like nacho cheese, and I'm sticking by that.
Yeah. But I love that his reaction is not, it does not address the problem at all. He's like, more than people go, well, we went to go see it at AMC theaters and there was no AC and the movie just stopped in the middle. It's like they don't want us to watch it. And then someone else goes, hey, that happened to me in Texas. Hey, that happened to me in Louisiana. Hey, that happened to me over here in Nashville. And then this guy's like, look, none of that's happening. Over 1 million people have seen the movie here. Despite our best efforts, despite no AC, despite the film shutting down, more than 1 million people are watching it here, you crazy conspiracy theorists. So stop saying people aren't seeing it here. And it's like, no one said that. It's such a dumb argument. It doesn't address the problem. And also, the fact that he said it like that, the fact he starts it with, sadly, conspiracy theorists are so prevalent in America, makes me think, yeah, they're doing it. They're doing that, right? If he has such a strong opinion about these conspiracy theorists in America, it's probably AMC is shutting off the AC and is like disrupting the film because they think these are conspiracy theorists and they want them to stop.
Or at least there's a few rogue employees who are definitely doing it.
Exactly. But I mean, coming from the CEO, you don't start it with, sadly, conspiracy theorists are so prevalent in America. Those are the words of an activist
and most of them work for AMC.
Yeah, no, none of them work for AMC because they're interrupting the films. What do you mean?
Look, every time I've been to a movie theater and I look at the employees, I think most of them might be QAnon.
Really?
Yeah, they give me the vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
With their blue hair, and movie people are the wokest people.
Maybe it's just the movie theaters that I go to.
I guess. Where the hell are you going?
I don't know. I went to one where the guy was like,
Movie Shack? Come on down to Movie Shack. Movies are only at 50 cents each. We got movies from 10 years ago. Want to see Cars? It's got Larry the Cable Guy in it. The only movies we have Larry the Cable Guy in it. We got Cars. We got Delta Farce. We got Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector. Those are the 3 biggest Larry the Cable Guy movies I can think of. We got Good Luck Chuck starring Dane Cook. We got Dane Cook and Josh Gad. We got all the best movies. We got Passion of the Christ showing in the morning, in the evening, and at night, too. We got the new Mel Gibson movie, Sound of Freedom. I think he's in it. It says it's written and directed by Alejandro Monteverde. And now, is that Mel Gibson's pen name?
It sounds like it.
No, it's based on a true story. Oh, here we go. It's the true story of Tim Ballard, who's the star of Passion of the Christ.
Oh.
But he was a former government agent who embarked on a mission to rescue children from sex traffickers in Colombia.
Interesting.
It's been a huge box office hit. Opening day gross of $14.2 million. Damn.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
They want a lot of people to see the film, though, because it opens people's eyes to, issues with child trafficking, which makes sense. I think that's a good cause. But here's the thing, and here's my point with this, is if there's a movie that's about child sex trafficking and you go try to shut that movie down for other people, for whatever your political reasons are, it's gonna look like you're trafficking children. Like, if you are a woke person who works at AMC, you're left-leaning, and you see that this movie's becoming popular. By the way, how is it even that, how are people that up in arms about this? It's not like it's a Daily Wire movie. This was made by Amazon Studios, it looks like.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not like it's a Daily Wire production.
Yeah.
It's not like, what's her name? What's that girl's name that was in Disney and now she's Gina Carano? It's not like Gina Carano presents Sound of Freedom, sponsored by Daily Wire.
Sound of Freedom narrated by Gina Carano.
Yeah. Sound of Freedom 2, owning the libs. It's not like anything like that. It's just about, child trafficking, which is like a real thing to be concerned about. But if you're somebody who's like, these are all right-wingers watching this, I don't want them to have a place to get together and spread their hateful views and their conspiracies. I'm going to shut it down. It just makes you look like you have something to hide in regards to trafficking children.
Yeah.
You just went from like a popcorn salesman to like a child trafficker.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
No, I think
if you're out there and you don't like right-wing people and you want to do something to stop them, maybe this isn't the move if you want to not end up on the pedophile list. I'm just saying.
No, I think you might be onto something there. I think it probably would have made more sense for the guy who owns AMC to just be like, yeah, that's weird. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that, you know what I mean?
I think it's the most revealing thing ever for him to open with, America's full of these conspiracy theorists. It's like, okay, he's doing it. That like he's doing it. He's instructing other AMC theaters to do it.
Whoever smelt it dealt it move.
How so?
By saying they're conspiracy theorists, basically like, I didn't fart. You're the one who's saying there's farts going on. You're the farter.
Yeah. But whoever denied it definitely supplied.
Definitely.
And he's denying it way too hard, a little too hard.
Yeah.
And it stinks a little too much.
Yeah.
It's a little too pungent.
Yep.
For us to believe that he didn't.
Smells a lot like nacho cheese. Just gonna say that.
Oh boy. Well, that's interesting. Should we watch Sound of Freedom? We should watch it sometime.
Maybe on the podcast?
I bet Byron would like to watch. No, I'm not going to watch that shit on the podcast. We're going to be one of those movie watching podcasts. Boring. Boring. Anyway.
I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
Ask ChatGPT what it thinks we should do. If we should watch it on the podcast or off the podcast. It'll know. It'll know what's what.
First, you should hold your pants on because they're about to be offended off your ass.
You better get some suspenders.
I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, should I watch Sound of Freedom? And it starts with, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've got an answer for your question. Anyway, well, we got another great story here. You sent me this one. This is hilarious. I love to think of the kids on this cruise line. We're going on a cruise. We're gonna go on a cruise around the Greek islands for our honeymoon.
A very belated honeymoon.
Yes, we've been married for over a year now, and we're finally going on our honeymoon in October, several months from now.
Yeah.
So, and I've never been on a cruise ship, so I hope this doesn't happen on our cruise.
Well, I don't think that where we're going will have much chance to see whales.
In the Greek islands, there's not a lot of killer whales.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's way too many whale stories lately, by the way. There's so many just fucking stories about whales coming up and hitting boats.
Well, the ocean's on strike.
The ocean is on strike. Well,
they're like, enough is enough.
They're all SAG. They're all members of SAG-AFTRA.
They're like, enough is enough. We will not be replaced by AI technology.
The cruise, the whales were like, we're not going to get replaced by AI. Mm-hmm. We have important jobs. Mm-hmm. People need to hear our stories. Mm-hmm. People need to watch Family Guy. No, those are who writes Family Guy? Manatees. That's
Manatees.
Right. Anyway, cruise line apology. God damn it. Why can't I read today? Why did I have a shot of whiskey?
I don't know.
Cruise line apologizes after dozens of whales slaughtered in front of passengers. The Faroe Islands hunt on average 800 pilot whales annually.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's crazy.
That is a lot.
A cruise line has apologized to over 1,000 of its passengers after one of its ships arrived at a port in the middle of a whale hunt where dozens of the marine mammals were being slaughtered.
Oh, God.
Ambassador, I love like, kids, come look, we're about to dock. Yay. What's that? Is that Kool-Aid? Ambassador Cruise Lines confirmed on Thursday that the arrival of their ship Ambition in Tórshavn in the Faroe Islands, located between Scotland, Iceland, and Norway in the North Atlantic, coincided with the culmination of a hunt of 40-plus pilot whales in the port area, according to the cruise line.
Oh, man. You know that cruise line was like, God damn it, why couldn't it have just been an outbreak of norovirus?
I know. I know. What's the problem? We just kill a bunch of whales over here. Where is Tórshavn?
It's in the Faroe Islands.
Where's the Faroe Islands? I guess it's just between Scotland, Iceland, and Norway.
It's in the North
Is the
Atlantic.
Faroe Islands their own country? Like, what country is this technically?
I believe they're a territory of Denmark.
Okay.
I believe Denmark owns the Faroe Islands. But they're like probably like Norse descendants.
What do you mean I can't kill the whales? I can't do that, Denmark. I need to kill the whales.
I don't know what accent that is.
I don't know either, but this is the way I think they talk. This is just the way I assume they talk. This is my AI-generated Denmark voice. Sometimes we have to kill 50 of the whales. Anyway, we were incredibly disappointed that this hunt occurred at the time that our ship was in port. We strongly object to this outdated practice and have been working with our partner, Orca, a charity dedicated to studying and protecting whales, dolphins, and porpoises in UK and European waters to encourage change since 2021, Ambassador said following the arrival of their ship in the Tórshavn port area. So the cruise ship is like, look, we've been talking to them for a long time. Please stop killing these whales where we port. They're like, we can't do that. It's just part of our traditions.
The whales are the natural enemy of the Faroese.
We kill them all for fun. It's fun to watch them die.
That kind of sounded like Craig from South Park.
It's fun to watch them die.
Yeah.
As has been the case for centuries, whaling still occurs in the Faroe Islands today. A statement from the government of the estimated 53,000 people on the island said, explaining the values of the whaling hunt. The Faroes have eaten pilot whale meat and blubber since they first settled the islands over a millennia ago. We have eaten the whales since we landed here.
Yeah.
Today, as in times past, the whale drive is a community activity open to all, while also well organized on a community level, regulated by national laws. Damn, this sounds like a party.
Well,
I actually want to move here. Go kill some whales as a community.
The cruise line should just offer it as an excursion.
Don't you think in some ways
know?
it's kind of like xenophobic of these cruise lines to be like, hey, you need to stop your traditions. This is gross and harmful.
Yeah.
It's xenophobic. They're afraid because they don't understand the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But I say, let them kill the whales. They've been doing it for years. It is tradition.
Yeah. I say the one with the harpoon calls the shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in to Working Crass Podcast, where we kill 50 whales on a live podcast with our friends and family.
Get ready to have the whales blasted out your ass.
These whales better not be easily offended because we will kill them.
This show might not be your cup of whale.
This might not be your plate of whale blubber,
Yeah.
but it sure is mine. Get ready to offend all the whales as we smash their brains in. Just imagine, you're on a boat with all of your family. You pull up to the port and it's red and bloody like this. That's crazy.
It's sad, but I can't help but laugh at
I
the
know.
irony of how tragic that is.
I know. Yay!
Like, you go on this amazing vacation to see wildlife like you've never experienced before, and now your kids are traumatized for the rest of their lives.
Mom, Dad, can we swim at the beach when we land at the port? Of course we can. Get your bathing suits on. We're going to go swim in the blood.
Oh, man.
Now, Jeremy, a little blood never hurt nobody. Little whale blood never hurt nobody. Get in the pool. Get in the water, Jeremy. In 2023 alone, the Faroe Islands has registered 646 whale killings to date, including the 78 on Sunday.
Damn.
Jesus Christ, they kill so many. They're good at killing whales. Like these are supposed to be killer whales. That's why they call them killer whales, because we kill them. They're whales that are supposed to be killed. Jesus Christ, that's so many fucking whales. I mean, you gotta have machine guns out there in the water.
They just have
like.
You think in the Faroe Islands they have one of those signs that's like, it's been 0 days since a whale has been unkilled.
yeah, no, definitely. They have they've our government has sent them nukes to go nuke the whales. Lockheed Martin has specifically whale-seeking missiles.
Whale munitions.
Yeah, whale ammunition.
Yeah.
To send over to the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, Raytheon and Lockheed definitely have a whale department.
Yeah, they get their whale missiles from us.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand. The whales are trying to take the land that is rightfully the Faroe people's land.
Mm-hmm.
It's a threat. They have to be able to protect themselves from the whales.
You think we have any listeners from the Faroe Islands?
If so, hey, kill one for us. You know what? You kill a lot. Kill like 5 for us. It's like stepping on ants for them. Kill one for Lauren specifically and write Lauren's name in blood. Doesn't that make you sad?
My heart hurts.
I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
We will do one for my favorite podcast host, Lauren. I will kill this one and write her name because I love her. I am her secret admirer. Her AI secret admirer.
Again, this is the AI-generated Faroese accent.
She is beautiful, and I will kill whale for her. Oh, man. All right. Well, here is our last story for the day. We're going to save these other 2 for later. Cool. This is an Am I the Asshole because we always love to go to Am I the Asshole. But before we do that, we should probably just quickly say thank you for listening to Working Crass Podcast. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now introducing the ad read part of the episode. Although we don't have an ad, so this is the...
You better have your suspenders on because those pants are coming off.
This is the plug part of the podcast, okay, folks? Thank you for listening to Working Crass Podcast. The best way to support us is to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share our clips, and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. You know how to support YouTube channels. You're a YouTube watcher. Please, please, please go follow us at Working Crass Pod on YouTube and Instagram. You can find the podcast on all listening platforms, and share our clips, share our stuff.
Yeah.
Help us, please. We would like to grow this thing. So if you laugh even once listening to us, please go do something to support us, whether it's a comment, subscription, or just a sweet old like.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Or a sculpture in our honor.
Or a whale killed in Lauren's name.
No, don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Go out there and kill a whale in the name of Working Crass Podcast.
No, don't do that. Faroe.
What, too crass for ya? What? Does that one hurt your feelings, baby?
I just got chainsawed with some irreverence.
Cool. You just got butt fucked.
Look, I understand Faroese people that it's your tradition to be on the hunt for the whales, but you don't need to do that in honor of the Working Crass Podcast. I'm okay with that.
Yes, I do, and I will. Cool. Here's our last story here for an Am I the Asshole? We love Am I the Assholes because we get to decide as 2 assholes if someone else is an asshole like us.
Takes one to know one.
Takes one to know one. Assholes! Oh! Okay. Am I the asshole for making my brother move out after he told me he uses the sink to pee? My brother recently broke up with his boyfriend that he lived with for a while and asked me if he could stay with me while he's looking for a new apartment. I agreed, and he's been staying for around a month until this happened. I don't have a huge place myself, so he's been staying in my living room where I have a sofa bed.
Okay.
One thing I notice is that he doesn't really keep it tidy, and often when I come back from work, I see a mess, which really bothers me because I'd like to come home to a clean place, which I do when I live on my own.
Understandable. I agree. Coming home to a clean place is a nice feeling.
It's very, very important for your, I think, mental well-being to come home to a clean place.
Yeah.
When you come home to a lot of work that needs to be done, it doesn't feel like home. You know, it feels like a project that you're coming home to.
Yep.
The bathroom had also gotten a bit messy, and he actually doesn't offer to clean it, even though it's mostly a mess he's made. I started noticing piss around the toilet, and know for sure it's not me. I disagree. It could be her, you know? You women and your vaginas, the way you pee is just like a fucking sprinkler.
Yeah. Mine's set on a timer. It just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how sprinklers work, okay? They explode at the end.
Well, no, that was the plastic part moving back to the other side.
That's when it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Nope, you went like this.
Well, mine's a bit more explosive. What can I say?
Thank you to our audio listeners. I'm just saying, you know, those pussies, they spray piss all over the place.
Yeah, you never.
And a man,
what's
you know,
gonna
his
happen.
penis, it sprays in a straight line. It's hard. You actually have to try to make a mess with your pee as a man. And I do. Everywhere I pee, I try to make a mess.
Yeah, Josh specifically aims for the ceiling, but his penis just knows what to do, and it just goes right into the toilet.
When my penis goes in the toilet?
Well, the pee goes in the toilet.
Gross. I don't let my penis touch the toilet. But
But it does.
But it does. No, there's nothing like going into a public restroom and just into a stall and just peeing just off on the side on the wall.
Why?
Just onto the floor, just all over the place, on the handle, on the lid, just letting it go all over the place and going, I don't have to clean this. Not my home. Someone else's problem. I could be in the toilet, but I don't care.
But I'm not gonna, because I'm a little stinker.
Because I'm fucking cool. And cool people pee on the ceiling. Whoa. In elementary school, a lot of people did this, but in elementary school, you know, we have urinals or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the boys would have contests who can stand the farthest back from the urinal and pee into it.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Why do you seem annoyed by that?
Well, I mean, it's just making messes for no reason other than your own amusement and not really taking anybody else into consideration.
No reason. No reason. Competition isn't reason enough. What do you mean? It was a contest to see who could go farther. What do you mean, no reason? The winner is the person who could pee the farthest, has the strongest penis. It's the strongest penis award.
Well, no, it'd just be the strongest urethra or the strongest pee flow.
It's the strongest penis, and I won 3 years in a row.
National champion.
I'm the national champion, and I don't like you belittling my championship.
We're thinking of moving all of Josh's trophies into the studio.
They're just dicks.
Yeah.
They're just golden dicks.
Yeah. And they act like fountains, too.
The bathroom. Okay, so the bathroom got messy. She's pretty sure he's pissing around the toilet. I mentioned that to him, and he apologized and said he'll be more careful and clean it up. But he also added that he saw I had thrown out pads, implying it was gross. Okay.
Yeah, but what is she supposed to do with them?
Yeah. She's supposed to burn them. When you're done with those disgusting things, you burn them and you bury them in the backyard.
Take it to the incinerator.
One day we were hanging out in the living room and he laughed at a TikTok and showed it to me. It was something along the lines of men peeing in sinks or whatever. So I asked him if he does that or if he had done it here. To which he laughed and said, yeah. I don't know. Just this response makes me think of Byron. I don't know why. And not that he pees in sinks, although maybe he has.
Yeah.
And, you know, I say I've peed in a sink before, but
You've peed in a sink before?
this is us. This is about to be us. We're going to have this conversation after we're done reading this. I'm going to have to be like, yeah, I pee in our sink all the time.
For real?
I don't even pee in the toilet anymore.
What?
I just like the sink more. It feels a little better to pee on my tippy toes.
Is that why the cats keep licking out of the sink?
Oh, yeah, because they love the taste of my piss. No, that's not why they lick out of our sink. Oh, my God. But no, the reaction of her being like, "Ooh, you don't do that here, do you?" And just going, "Ha ha, yeah, I do." That's a Byron response.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I told him that it's disgusting considering it's not his bathroom he's doing it in, and that I have probably touched the sink after he had done that. I kind of kept going and told him to stop doing that or start packing his bags. He said I was overreacting and called me selfish and that he's not dirty and this is not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You know, urine is sterile. It's not going to hurt. It's not dirty, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not. It's like, it's one thing if it's your own pee, but when it's another person's pee, it just feels weird.
Your gay brother's pee. She's like, oh.
Then it feels sexy. No,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
kidding.
He even told our parents that I'm kicking him out because he's messy, but never said he peed in the sink. I'm aware that a lot of men might be doing this, but I'm not going to let it happen in my own bathroom that I clean myself. My parents say I'm being mean and didn't believe me when I said he pees in the sink. So am I the asshole? A lot of people thinking he peed in the kitchen sink while the bathroom was taken or something. Just clarifying that he peed in the bathroom sink with an available and functional toilet right next to him. Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, why?
That's a little weird.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, God, of course. And I'm sorry, but the comments are going to be another, he's a man, so fuck him. He's a jerk. Like, not only is he the asshole for peeing in the sink, but also kill him like a whale.
Take him to the Faroe Islands. Let them have their way with him.
You're going to paint him like a whale, throw him in that ocean.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna invite a family of 5 on a ship to view it.
Not the asshole, and not the effing asshole. Your brother is a total jerk. Not to mention lack of hygiene. Hygiene? Pee is sterile. There's nothing unhygienic. I'll pee all over my partner in the bed without their knowing about it.
I mean, a lot of people do enjoy that.
Yeah, they do. Like me. A lot of people named me.
And not named me.
Let him go live with your parents and pee in their bathroom sink and see how they like it.
What if his parents are really into it?
I don't know.
He's like,
Yeah.
where do you think I learned it from?
Yeah. Like, don't worry. You can come home and pee in our sink anytime,
Mom and Dad
honey.
have been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Why do you think
Yeah.
we're still married?
Yeah.
Their
60
their
plus.
parents don't even have a toilet. They just have a sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would this be different if it was just the kitchen sink if the bathroom was occupied?
I think both are equally gross to me, but
Do you pee in the shower?
no, I do not.
Oh.
I hold it and wait till I get to a toilet.
Interesting. Yeah, me too. Just thought I'd ask you first to figure out. But yeah, me too. That's
went-
why
yeah,
I
you-
wait too.
You went to ChatGPT and said, how should I respond to my wife for this?
ChatGPT's like, wait for her to answer first.
2 words, me too.
You wait for her to answer first. First, you kill 57 whales.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
I mostly see it as the part about this I don't like is that he doesn't seem to really pitch in with cleaning things and he's being messy. So it's one thing to like do that and then be like, but I thoroughly scrubbed it and cleaned it and I'm keeping my own like spots in the house neat. But the fact that you're like leaving messes in other places and
Yeah.
like
No, if you're going to pee in a sink, you should, rinse the whole thing out and then make sure you thoroughly rinse it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't pee in sinks. Never done it before. Haven't tried it. But if you do it, you got to stand on your tippy toes and make sure that you get over the countertop because it's easy to dribble on the
yeah.
on the counter between the sink and your wiener. as well. So sometimes
Yeah.
you have to rinse that off or wipe it down. I don't know. I've heard that that's the case.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know.
And also, it shouldn't be a habit. It shouldn't be like, I always do this.
Yeah, but if it is, you have to rinse it regularly. It's okay. It's okay. If you're out there and you listen to our podcast, you pee in sinks, don't let these comments get to you, okay? It's okay. We still love you. You're still a man, and, when our wives aren't around, we can talk a little bit more about this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what if it's a wife and she likes peeing in the sink?
No. If you're a woman and you're trying to pee in the sink, stop now. Your vaginas pee like sprinklers. Doesn't work. A man can pee in the sink because it's a straight line. He can control it. He can go somewhere. You women go. It's just great. It's like spitting. It's nasty. It's unnatural the way you pee.
Well, it would take a lot more work for a woman to get in a position over the sink.
Yeah. I pee from a hole. You pee from a slit.
That's the title of this episode. Also, our upcoming children's book.
It's a book about gender and how there's only 2 genders. Do you pee from a hole or do you pee from a slit? Some kids pee from a hole in their tube.
And some people pee from a slit hole in a hole slit.
Oh, my God. But we all shit out our shitholes. And that's what brings us together.
Yep.
We all shit through a butt. I pee through a hole. Some people pee through holes. Some people pee through slits. But we all shit out a butt.
Yeah.
And it brings us together.
Yeah, it does. It does. It do.
Well, okay, so I kind of, she's making him move out over this. I would at least be like, can you ask him if he could stop doing it.
Yeah, I think you should ask him to stop.
If he doesn't stop, then okay, I guess you have to ask him to leave. If you've set a boundary on your home and somebody's living in your home and they continue to break your boundary,
let's
then
say she's
asked
him to stop.
Okay, she's asked him, did he stop?
No, and he's continued to do this. This
Yeah,
is
then
habitual.
she's not the asshole in this situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But if she hasn't asked him to stop and she's just kicking him out,
Yeah.
I think maybe an asshole.
Yeah, I would say not the asshole. Also, if your brother is peeing in the sink when there's a perfectly good toilet right next to him,
Yeah, he's
a psychopath.
Yeah, he's a
psychopath.
Crazy. He's a little crazy, but not that crazy. But not that crazy. You're cool, dude. Reach out.
He probably watches this.
Reach out to me. My name's Josh.
You think that's who makes up our audience? Is people who pee in sinks?
I hope so.
The Faroese, the people who pee in sinks.
Working Crass Podcast is a great podcast to listen to while you're peeing in a sink. It just fits.
Yeah, we should add that to the description.
Yeah. The podcast for people who pee in their sinks.
You peeing in a sink? Turn this on.
For gay men who pee in their sisters' sinks.
Mm-hmm. Or straight men, or demisexual men. Really, any type of man.
That's true. Although, now here's the thing, because this is her brother, and he is gay. She said he broke up with his boyfriend or whatever. Mm-hmm. What if he comes home one night after a hard pounding of butt sex? He's had his penis in a butt, in a poopy butt, in a very poopy butt.
I don't know. I feel like...
I'm not done.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
So this butt is real poopy. It's got so much poo-poo in it. And anyway, so has a full night of pounding ass. He comes home and he pees in her sink, but he's peeing out little shit bits. There's little shit bits attached in his little hole in his tube, and he's peeing out shit bits. Now it's really like, that's dirty. That's not just pee. He's got a shit dick and he's shitting out shit bits into the piss hole. Into the piss bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, not the piss bowl, the sink, but the temporary piss bowl.
Yeah.
Or what I call the piss bowl.
We are Working Crass is working on a snack line called Shit Bits.
Shit bits. Protein shit bits. Start your day the right way. Start your day the crass way with shit bits. Mm-hmm. Little shit bits. Little protein shit bits. You'll shit
Get a little bit of shit in every bit.
A little bit of shit in every bit. Shit bits.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's gross.
Yeah,
That's
no.
gross. Would not tolerate that. But I also think,
It's kind of hot.
yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm like, ooh. But in a good way. Not like a ew. Like a ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Got to distinguish between the oohs.
Yeah. You're saying something else, though?
I forgot what I was saying.
Well,
I got thrown off track. So
okay, so it sounds like we're pretty much in agreeal.
agreement.
Agreeal.
Mhm. That's how they say it in the Faroe Islands. Yeah.
Agreeal.
Agreeal.
Yeah, we are in a grill, but these whales must go. Well,
You don't understand. The whales are peeing in all the sinks in the Faroe Islands.
they are peeing shit bits into our water.
They've been doing this since we inhabited the Faroe Islands in 300 BC.
All right. Well, Lauren, what'd you learn today?
I learned that we've got a great new product that we're going to be selling.
Protein shit bits.
Protein shit beds. And also, we're starting a line of children's books.
Yeah.
And by God, I think we're going to be great authors. And if not, we'll just get ChatGPT to do it, and it'll be sweet.
Some people pee out their out a hole. Some people pee out a slit. Sponsored by Shit Bits.
Yeah.
Our book is sponsored by Shit Bits.
Yeah, well, our book will have an ad read in the middle. You got to start off early with advertising for children.
Well, today I learned AI is 2 letters. I thought it was 3.
Yeah.
Today I learned AI is a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a machine. It's about machine learning.
You teach it things.
It's a machine and it learns, and you teach it things. Anyway.
It's technology that needs to be educated.
She
She just looks in a thesaurus for all the different ways to say that.
It's technology, which is like computers and stuff.
Which is like equipment. Equipment that absorbs knowledge that is input.
It is like a whale that needs to be killed. I'm basically doing the we must talk to the humans. There's a Flight of the Conchords where they're the robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
That's the voice. This is AI voice for Denmark.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you tune in every single Monday for brand new episodes of Working Crass Podcast. Hope we make you laugh, hope we make you ha-ha, and we hope to do both of those things again next week. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
1, 2, 3.